fresh off of our beloved Jays making a World Series run, I'm sure a lot of us parents are feeling it. The sudden burst of inspiration to grab a glove, head to the park, and start grooming the next Vladdy Jr. or Trey Savage. But if you're a sports parent in Toronto, you know the truth. That innocent dream turns into hours of driving from Scarborough to Etobicoke, from Mississauga to Markham, just to get to practice. I mean, our car becomes the locker room, and our weekends become the commute. And somewhere in between gas stations and Gatorade stops, you catch yourself thinking, why can't these kids just play with their friends in the park? So we'll come back to that thought in just a minute because that little question says more about modern parenting and modern cities than you might think. So, where did the idea even come from that playing outside unsupervised was normal? So, to answer that, we've got to rewind a little bit. So, how have we designed childhood out of cities? Cities used to be built around community, corner stores, playgrounds, walk to school routes. You didn't schedule your childhood, you lived it. But then we redesigned the city for cars. So wider roads, narrower sidewalks, condos with rooftop lounges instead of real parks. Developers squeezed every square foot for profit and outdoor space became an afterthought. Now, listen, I'm not here blaming developers. They're just playing within the rules that they were given. But like when a referee misses a clear foul call, municipalities missed an opportunity to demand better from our city builders. The few open fields that do remain, city owners know it. They've quietly turned into dog parks. Soccer fields turned into toilets and baseball diamonds to fetch zones. So that's not judgment. I have a dog and I'm a pet lover, but that's just the reality of scarcity when there's no other green space. Every square foot of public land now has to fight to exist. And when something as basic as a field becomes a luxury, you know that something's off. So now let's dig into the science of play. Play isn't just fun. It's how the brain wires itself for problem solving, so empathy and confidence. The American Psychological Association calls unstructured play essential to social and emotional development. So when kids invent their own games, that means no coach, no parent, and no shot clocks. They're running the original version of self-education. So they learn negotiation, creativity, conflict resolution, and most importantly, risk assessment. In schools that reintroduced longer recess or more outdoor breaks, researchers saw higher concentration and even better behavior. And a 2023 meta-analysis on physical literacy found that free play improves balance, coordination, and endurance nearly as much as structured training. So what's the difference? Kids actually enjoy it, so they do it longer. But here's what hits hardest. Unstructured play is also a class issue. So when public spaces vanish, only families who can afford private programs can fill the gap. And childhood becomes yet another pay-to-play system. So why did playgrounds disappear? How did we get here? So there's a few things that we can blame: budget cuts, liability fears, and honestly, our obsession with private space. So somewhere along the line, a big backyard became a badge of good parenting, as if private outdoor space could replace public life. But a yard with a fence isn't the same as a park with a heartbeat. Because what makes parks powerful isn't the space itself, it's the mix. Different ages, backgrounds, sports, sounds, all colliding in one place. That's what community feels like. So when we traded playgrounds for privacy, we didn't just lose physical space, we lost the social infrastructure that made neighborhoods feel alive. So then what happens when kids disappear? When kids disappear from public space, everything changes. So parks go quiet, but they don't get safer. Seniors stop coming out, and local shops lose their pulse. And streets start to feel a little less human. Now let's talk about something uncomfortable, especially here in the city, is that it's park encampments. In Toronto, parks have become shelters of last resort. And listen, let me be clear. Unhoused people deserve safety, peace, and dignity, full stop. But kids deserve that too. So children deserve parks where they can play freely, learn independence, and build community without being exposed to the harshest realities of city life. So these two rights shouldn't be in competition with each other. We need both compassion and protection because when parks stop feeling safe for kids, they stop feeling safe for everyone. Now let's pivot to real estate because this is a real estate channel. So, because this isn't just an urban planning issue, it's an economic one. So, homes near vibrant parks consistently trade above the city average. I mean, let's take a look at the map. So, Trinity Bellwoods, High Park, Dufferin Grove, Cedarvale, Kew Gardens, Balmy Beach, Centennial Park. I mean, there's a long list and they all outperform nearby neighborhoods. So people are willing to pay for access to green space the same way investors pay for waterfront or good retail. It's no different than baseball. The stars hit harder in the postseason, and these parks, they're the Vladdy Juniors of urban living, delivering consistent value season after season. So developers call it proximity premium. But what it really means is this: families still crave community. They still value walkability, recreation, and connection, even if we've forgotten how to say it out loud. Okay, so when my family started looking for a new home, parks and activity were at the top of the list. Listen, I'm a sports parent. We weren't chasing square footage, we were chasing connection. And any sports parent watching this knows exactly why. Because our kids are overprogrammed. And I'll be honest, I've been that parent too, driving from practice to practice, thinking I'm doing the right thing. But I mean, what we're really learning is that overscheduling doesn't make kids better athletes, it just burns them out. So kids who are overcoached tend to be less creative, more anxious, and less likely to stick with their sport long term. I mean, sport is supposed to be fun. It's supposed to build confidence, friendships, and freedom, not pressure. And that's why we need more parks that invite play for everyone. Spaces that are active by design, where parents can shoot hoops while toddlers run through splash pads, where teens lift weights beside grandparents walking the trails. I mean, our own park, right in our backyard, pretty much. Walter Saunders gets this right. I mean, it's got a basketball court, an outdoor gym, splash pad, and the Beltline Trail that connects cycling and running routes. I mean, on a summer evening, the park is packed. Every age, every background, every form of movement you can imagine. I mean, that shouldn't be the exception. I mean, that should be the rule because activity shouldn't be confined to gyms or organized leagues. It should be woven into our neighborhoods, into daily life. And if we design our cities right, every park can be a training ground. I mean, it can be a therapy session, a playground, and a meeting place all at once. So when I watch my kids in the park, I mean, they're older now, so usually they're just playing basketball. But I mean, I'm reminded what childhood should look like: joy without agenda. And as parents, as planners, as citizens, we owe them that. So if you're out there searching for a home, think beyond the walls. Look for a neighborhood with space to move, to breathe, to play. Because that's where real value lives, in the places that keep us connected. So I'm Josh with Under the Radar Real Estate. I mean, if you want to see which parks across Toronto are best for kids, families, and future athletes, I mean, check out the link in my blog post below where I've mapped out the best parks for those different sports. And if you're raising a young hooper or athlete, check out my videos. I mean, I've done videos on the top neighborhoods for hoopers and the top condos for basketball parents because raising kids in the city doesn't mean giving up play. It means reimagining it. So thanks again for watching. Peace out.